Hello everybody, welcome back to the Magical McDs channel. If you're a first timer, then welcome to the channel. Good to have you here. About a week ago, I shared a picture of something I created on Gemini AI, and it was basically a concept for a Haunted Mansion hotel. I shared that picture over on the WDW Annual Pass Holders Facebook page, and also shared a link to a video I created for it because the artwork was so cool. If you haven't seen that video, I'll put a link in the comments or the description. Please go check it out. It's very cool. It shows all this concept art for what a Haunted Mansion hotel slash resort at Disney World would be. Anyways, I shared it. It was tremendously popular. I did get banned from that Facebook page because apparently they don't like outside links. So my link to the YouTube page got taken down. They did leave the picture up because it was incredibly popular for their page. It garnered hundreds of comments, like 1,000 likes. So people were really into the concept. And a lot of the comments referred to other ideas that people had. Tower of Terror was a popular concept. And I did play around with that. I'm creating a YouTube short that'll have some concept art for a Tower of Terror hotel. But the big one that stuck out was people really wanted a Pirates of the Caribbean themed resort. So I took it upon myself to go in, given the popularity of that post, the popularity of the Haunted Mansion video, to go in and basically do the same thing that I did with the Haunted Mansion and have Gemini AI and a little bit of ChatGPT create some concept art for what a Pirates of the Caribbean themed resort would look like, either at Walt Disney World or maybe another idea I had, given that Disney has a DVC resort in Aulani out in Hawaii. Why not build a Pirates of the Caribbean resort in the actual Caribbean? It might make sense to have it down there too. So we'll get into all that discussion in a second. But I wanted to point out that when you ask AI, Gemini AI at least, to create artwork for you, it does more than that. It actually gives you a whole theme for a hotel. So I got a kick out of this. I'll share the thumbnail. The first thumbnail was the initial concept it gave out with the fireworks above the pirate ship, but it also gave a description of what this resort might entail, and it even named it. And I'll put the sign for that name above here. But Gemini AI decided that this would be called the Tortuga Bay Resort, and they gave a description. It's a unique and immersive Disney resort that brings the magic of Pirates of the Caribbean to life. Guests will feel like they've stepped into the world of Jack Sparrow as they explore the resort's themed areas, encounter costume pirates, and enjoy a variety of pirate-themed activities. Now, it gives some of these activities, and some of these are out of this world. I don't think they're realistic, but let's go through them. So there's themed areas. The first one they give is Port Royal. Again, AI just conjured this up in seconds, and I thought it did a pretty good job. Port Royal is the main entrance to the resort and is modeled after a bustling port city of Port Royal. Guests can explore shops, restaurants, or take a ride on the Pirates of the Caribbean boat ride. I think that's a bit of a stretch. I don't think a resort would have another Pirates of the Caribbean boat ride, but hey, we can dream. It's AI, right? There's no limits. There's another themed area called Tortuga that they have in here, which is a pirate-themed island home to the resort's pool complex, as well as several restaurants and bars. And guests can all take a pirate ship cruise around the island. Again, I think that's a little fanciful. I don't see a pirate ship cruise go around the island, but maybe if this was built in the Caribbean, who knows? And then Isla de la Muerta from the first movie. This mysterious island is home to the resort's spa and fitness center. I am a big fan of that. I do think a nice upscale Disney resort can bring that. Where guests can also explore the ruins of an old pirate fort here. Again, that might be a little over the top. Accommodations. The resort offers a variety of accommodations, including pirate-themed rooms, suites, and villas. All accommodations are decorated pirate-themed furnishings and artwork. Dining. The resort offers a variety of dining options, including a buffet restaurant, a seafood restaurant. You have to have a seafood restaurant. A pirate-themed bar, naturally. And a poolside bar, naturally. Entertainment. The resort offers entertainment options, including nightly pirate shows. Again, a stretch. Fireworks, probably not, unless it was in the Caribbean. Displays and live music. And then, why not? Additional features could include a water park, a pirate-themed spa, which they've already mentioned, a pirate-themed kids club, sure, a pirate-themed shop. Even though Disney would not, there's no way they wouldn't have that. So it's a perfect place for family or friends who experience the magic of the Pirates of the Caribbean. So based on all that information, I tried to have AI capture most of those categories. So pools, a spa, rooms, and even though they didn't mention it, a grand lobby. So I wanted to go through quickly and share this artwork with you because it is pretty spectacular. So obviously, the first image is the sign of the resort, to Disney's Tortuga Bay Resort. I'm amazed that Gemini AI is allowed to get away with including the Disney logo in their sign, but there it is. Until they stop doing it, I'm not going to stop posting it. The first image here again is the thumbnail that I'm going to use for this video, and the first image it created when it introduced the concept of Tortuga Bay Resort. And I thought this was my favorite one, with the fireworks, the big pirate ship walking into this kind of dual tower structure reminiscent of Alani. I love it, with a grand lagoon in the middle, which could double as a pool. Probably not. Some of the next pictures are here look like, I think these are more images of what a realistic hotel might look like if Disney built this offsite in the actual Caribbean. Pick your island; it doesn't really matter to me. Hell, they could they could build it on their private island that the cruise goes to, and double it up with that. So a couple of concepts there. Then I got some images from ChatGPT. ChatGPT took a more dramatic approach to what the exterior might look like, actually incorporating the ship design into the main building of the hotel itself. You can see here there's some waterfalls, the pirate flag. This one seems a little over the top to me, but it's Disney, it's blue sky. Why not? I love it. I would stay here too. I am partial to the first image because I do think it's a more realistic take. Here's one that's very similar to that. This is also from ChatGPT, really just kind of a different spin on the previous picture. Let's see here. This is the most cartoony version that ChatGPT came up with. I like it. It's a little more down to earth than the previous two images. All of them kind of included a pirate ship because you have to have a pirate ship. It's a pirate themed resort. But I did like this. You get the zest for it. So now let's move into a lobby. The ChatGPT and Gemini AI really didn't talk about a lobby. That's obviously our first gateway into any Disney resort. So I thought it was important to have some AI created lobby themes. The first one I just kind of gave it instructions to create a jungle themed resort. This really reminded me of the Gaylord resorts. If you haven't been there, they've got these huge atriums with rooms surrounding and looking down into the atriums. They're all enclosed environments, and they basically do exactly what you're looking at here. The Gaylords are very much similar to this. So you could imagine this with just a more pirates theme. It's even got a bridge that you find in Disney's Animal Kingdom going through it. I love this. Again, it may be a little bit over the top, a little bit blue sky, but who cares? Then I went back to Gemini AI, and that created some more traditional, darker tones. So you can still see here, this is reminiscent, I think, of the Wilderness Lodge, maybe the Grand Floridian in terms of like a big open atrium space, but kind of a darker environment, plush furniture, some nice rugs, maybe a fireplace off to the side. The chandeliers are a big part of it. And it created a lot of these. Here's one with Captain Jack Sparrow at the bottom. I love that. I actually tried to get Jack Sparrow inserted to a lot of these, so you'll see him popping up in a few of these pictures. I really like this one. I thought it contained the vibe of the other ones that we just showed, but a little bit lighter tone, lighter wood. It's not as dark. I like the grand staircase. I like the skull above what appears to be a gift shop underneath that grand painting of hopefully the Black Pearl is what that'd be. I like the pirate maps on the walls here. I think they did a nice job. The next image, Captain Jack is back in the picture. Again, darker tones. I almost feel like this was reminiscent of some of the lobby art that is showed for the Haunted Mansion. So I think I like the lighter tones, which is why I went back over to ChatGPT, and this is a ChatGPT creation. A lot lighter, a lot more fun, much more whimsical. I love the pirate ship with the waterfall in the middle of the lobby. I can absolutely see this happening. I mean, I can literally, in my mind's eye, see myself walking into a Disney lobby that looks exactly like this. I think they could pull this off, and wow, how spectacular would it be? Playing Yo-Ho, Yo-Ho on the speakers above, being greeted by some sort of pirate employee. They could pull this off. The last couple shots for a lobby are probably a little bit more realistic and probably in the direction that Disney's been going lately in terms of de-theming. So I asked it to put and be inspired by Pirates of the Caribbean, but with a contemporary flair to it. So to kind of toning down some of the stuff you saw in the previous lobby pictures. So here again, here's Jack Sparrow chilling out in the lobby. I'd like the fireplace. Looks like there's some, like a water feature in the middle. Again, and reminiscent of the Wilderness Lodge, the Grand Floridian, the Animal Kingdom, just a vaulted lobby going up with, and then rooms going out from each level. Another contemporary take, very similar to the previous one. There's Jack again, looking pretty good, hanging out with some Disney tourists there. Looks like that's an indoor-outdoor swimming pool, which I love. Why not? That reminds me of the JW Marriott in Desert Springs, out in Palm Springs, California. Great hotel if you've never stayed at it. So there's the lobbies. Any lobby leads a lobby bar. In fact, this image does show a lobby bar. You can just see it in the background there with some artwork hanging above it. So I started to create some images here, and like, no surprises here. Look how comfortable this is. I love that it put like a little, like a Mai Tai tropical drink on this table in the front. I like that there's all the customers appear to be in Pirates regalia, including the bartender. You can absolutely see something like this happening in any of the lobbies we've created above. Again, here's a smaller version of that. I didn't think this was quite big enough. That's why some of the other lobby bars I asked it to create a grand lobby bar or a large lobby bar. I thought this one was a little bit too small. This would get a little bit too crowded during the day. And then it's no fun to just be in a dark environment if you're in a Pirates of the Caribbean themed bar. You need some outdoor bars. So I asked it to create indoor-outdoor bars. And this is one of the concepts. You could see this maybe being attached to a swimming pool, or maybe just outside of a lobby. I love it. I love that it's 2 stories. I like the jungle foliage coming in. This one's just a lot of fun. This one seemed a little more, how shall I say? I don't know. Margaritaville. Let's put it that way. Almost with a 50s vibe. It's interesting how it populates the people in here. No pirates except for the bartender in this image. But I still like it. This just doesn't make sense as a pool bar. You can see that. I don't know that the swimming pool itself would be like that. I think it would be a little bit more themed, but again, you can't. This is what Gemini AI came up with. Back to an interior lobby bar. Again, just beautiful dark tones, leather sofas, maps on the walls, the skull and crossbones flag. I love it. So enough with the bars. You need some restaurants. I asked this to create an indoor-outdoor restaurant, so I think this would be kind of, if you had the atrium vibe going on in the lobby, you can see like a dining area. Maybe this is quick serve, however you want it to be. It could be a table service restaurant, waterfalls in the background. I could absolutely see this happening. This could also be the pirate village that they talked about in the beginning, the Tortuga Bay Pirate Village with various shops and quick serve restaurants. You could combine it all into this kind of concept. This would probably be an upscale dining restaurant. I like that it's 2 levels. It just seems very classy to me. I love the attire that the waiters and waitstaff are wearing here. Looks super cozy. Then I asked it to do one. I wanted to combine the indoor and outdoor, so I asked it to do an indoor lobby bar, but with some jungle foliage. So I like this, how it brought the outdoor in here. This might be my favorite. Again, I like the pirates sitting at the tables with normal looking tourists. It's a lot of fun. This would probably be the bar I would most want to go to. This could also be a restaurant too. That's why I didn't know where to put it. Is this a restaurant? Is this a bar? It's kind of both. So you decide. Obviously, we need some rooms. So the rooms, I'm not going to lie, were over the top. They were very, very heavily themed. So I did go back in and scale them back and asked it to give it a contemporary vibe. This is one of those images. I love this. This would definitely be a high-end, kind of close to $1,000 a night Disney resort. You can imagine with a fireplace in the room. I don't think there's an existing Disney resort with a fireplace right now. So this would definitely be an expensive room at an expensive resort, no doubt about it. This next picture here too, I love how look at this full bar it puts in. Then again, I guess if you're a pirate, you need a full bar. You need lots of rum. A nice contemporary take here too. The view's probably of the Caribbean, so I think this might be at a DVC resort in the Caribbean. Now, these next couple images are those more traditional. This is where I didn't put in the contemporary language. This is just create a Pirates-themed room at a Disney resort inspired by Pirates of the Caribbean. And this is what it spit out. So very, very heavy on the pirate theming. This next one even goes more overboard. Look, there's a treasure chest in the room. I love it. I love the steering wheel above the bed. I think this is just a little too heavy on the theming for most people. I think the contemporary take might be the way to go. I mentioned a spa in the introduction, so I created some spa images. I love this. This will be a nice hydrotherapy room. I think the Disney Deluxe resorts have gotten away from their day spas, and I'd love to see them make a comeback. So I would go here. You can get a glass of rum in one of these day spas. Count me in. This next image, again, just another take on an indoor hydrotherapy room, day spa, very relaxing, very tranquil. Pirates got to have some downtime between battles after all. Next room would be like a treatment room, some massage beds. I've never seen one with 4 in it. I don't know why I put 4 in there. At best, I've seen 2 for a couple's massage room, but you get the gist. Very, very classy. I did put the contemporary language in here to kind of tone down the pirate theming. And then I think last but not least are going to be the swimming pools. I wasn't thrilled with any of the options it gave me for the pool, so let's just start here. Kind of an obvious take. I feel like you see this in, there's a few resorts around Orlando that already have this vibe, and there's one in particular, I'm blanking on the name, that straight up has a pirate ship in the middle and some slides coming off the side. I don't feel like this hotel pool breaks any ground, but you can imagine that Disney would probably go with something like this, just a little bit classier and nicer on the fringes. This next one was created with ChatGPT. ChatGPT tended to go the more fanciful route. So, I mean, this to me goes beyond a hotel pool. This feels like a straight up Pirates of the Caribbean themed water park. And if that's the case, count me in. I mean, look, they've straight up got inner tubes down here, multiple water slides. Yeah, this is definitely more of a theme park vibe, but if you want to put it in a grand hotel, and again, if they built a DVC resort in the Caribbean, I can absolutely see them building a pool complex like this. Because why not? There are existing resorts down there that have similar pool complexes. In fact, we stayed at one, the Hyatt Ziva and Solara in the Dominican Republic, has a very similar, not as elaborately themed, but as large as with many slides. This next one here, I love Captain Jack's back in the fray. I asked it to do some indoor-outdoor pool designs. So maybe a pool that comes into the lobby with a contemporary flair. So I think this is probably closer. If Disney ever did pull the trigger on something like this is probably closer to what we get over the water park design. But we can still dream for that. And then last but not least, here's a really big over-the-top pirate ship in a pool. Looks like they've tried to create some wave pool action here. Sure, why not? I like it. And then the last image I'll show is this very contemporary pool design. I see this basically existing at a Pirates of the Caribbean resort for adults. I mean, this has got a really sophisticated modern vibe. I love the glass walls on the side. It's very sharp. I like the pirate ship is there, but it's not the overwhelming feature of the pool. It's a great idea, I think. So let me know what you think. Did you guys like this resort? Is this something you would stay at? Would it be too expensive? Where should it be built? If we build it in Walt Disney World, would this be something closer to the Magic Kingdom? Somewhere between Epcot and the Magic Kingdom? Let me know your thoughts. Should it go? Should it be a DVC resort in the Caribbean? Would Disney do that? Could they put it at the private island? What would you prefer? I'd love to know. And then let me know if you have any comments or thoughts on a theme resort you'd like to see. Like I said, there's going to be a Tower of Terror short I'm putting up with the Tower of Terror concept art. I don't want to do a full video on it. But I have another idea for an Aladdin-themed or Arabian Nights resort that might fit in well. I know that was one of Walt's original ideas for a resort hotel, so I might work on that. But let me know in the comments if you want to see more of these. We'll keep making them. Is this better for a short? I don't know. Let me know. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching. Please go ahead, like, subscribe, do all the things the YouTubers said. We'd love to have you along for our journey. Love to have you share your imagination with us. Let us know what you'd like to see. And let's have AI mock up some samples of it and create our own little world here. And maybe Disney will watch one day and get their own ideas. So, enough talking from me. Made it this far. Again, please subscribe. Have fun storming the castle. And above all else, stay magical, everybody.